Hey, my friends, welcome to the Dallas Daily Show. I believe it's Friday. Happy Friday to you. We're continuing in our signs series for the week, coming at you from the Neighborhood Loan Studio here in St. Louis, Missouri. And today's topic, another a school sign this time. And I can't wait to talk to you about this one because when I saw it, I literally was like, oh, let's get into the conversation. So we've been talking this whole week about signs everywhere, the signs, lane ends at Eager Road, like all this stuff, right? We're also excited because producer Taylor's been on a microphone with us, and we keep having her jump in every now and again. Don't worry, Taylor, I'm not going to ask you anything right now. I'm just getting a thumbs up. She's like still adjusting levels and things. She's like, don't you dare call on me at this moment. Maybe I'll have you do something at the end. I have no idea. Here we go. So I saw a school sign recently. You know how the school has, I don't even know what the signs are called. And if I researched anything before I started turning on this microphone, I would probably tell you, but it's the ones where you put the letters in the sign by hand. You know, it's not a digital sign. It's an old school, like put the T by the H and you actually have to insert them in slider signs. Why don't we call them that? I'm sure by the end of this, maybe I'll have someone of you tell me, or there's about 3 of you who will text me, who know me, and you'll text me and be like, Dallas, it's called this. But it's not a digital sign and it's not a pre-painted sign. They change the letters every week based on whatever the school, events are coming up. But this one really took me, and I thought, man, this is perfectly in line with everything we talk about on the pod. And actually, this particular sign is what prompted me to start paying attention to more signs and more billboards and seeing what insights came to me. This one sign. And you're probably wondering, Dallas, we're 2-ish minutes into this episode, almost 3 minutes into this episode. Are you ever going to tell us what this school sign said? And I am, but before I do, see, this is how teasing works. Before I do, I'm going to tell you what it spoke to me. It spoke to me of the possibility and the potentiality of who you and I can become. And even when we were younger, there was a possibility of who we could be. And even now, whatever age you are at, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, if you are breathing, you still have a possibility out in front of you. And I love that. So this sign was beautiful. It said, treat a child as though they are already the person they are capable of becoming. It blew my mind that a school would be thinking of who a child is already becoming. Treat a child as though they are already the person they are capable of becoming. And I just began to think about how often do we not do that with kids, right? There are times my 7-year-old, almost 8-year-old frustrates me. There are times my 14, almost 15-year-old ticks me off. There are times the 11/12-year-old is in that total preteen stage where I'm just like, well, I want to wring your neck. And I don't know why that came out like Mickey Mouse there. That was kind of weird and awkward. Hey, guys, welcome to the Dallas Daily Show. Ho-ho. Anyway. But Taylor's laughing even though her mic's not on. So just so you know, she's entertained and I'm entertained. Hopefully you are as well. But this idea that we would treat someone as though they already are the person they're capable of becoming. See, we look at babies with a lot of hope. Nobody hopes, boy, I hope my kid grows up to be a real loser, right? But then we begin to speak to him from our old patterns. We begin to speak to him from our scripts, from our frustrations, from our chronic quitting, from our consistency issues, from our limited beliefs. And we begin to shut them down, and we begin to speak to them as they are or who we'd like them to be for us. But what we don't actually do is we don't actually treat them as though they already are the person they're capable of becoming. Now, this speaks to the old adage, what do you want to be when you grow up? A kid can be anything. Dream big, kid. I know that. And it's a very American ideal. I understand that. But I'm talking more about the values that we see in other people. I'm not talking just about the I want to be an astronaut dream fantasy. And we're like, okay, Timmy, you could be an astronaut with the other 14 people or however, 50 people who've been up there, right? I'm not saying that. Literally, P.S., this joke just went through my head. Astronauts, it's a rare air. Anyway. So The idea, though, is there are values in that person. Are they a person of quality? Do they have the capacity to be a person of truth, a person of justice, a person of love, a person of high affection, a person who's gentle and merciful? Do they have the capacity, and I believe they do, to be a person who honors others, who actually abides by things like the golden rule? Are we treating not just children like the person they're going to be, but are you treating yourself like the person you're capable of becoming? That's the real thing I want you to think about. If this sign said, treat a child as though they are already the person they are capable of becoming, put this in the framework of future you. Are you, my friend, who's listening to this now, are you treating yourself well? Are you treating yourself with the honor, the mercy, the love? Are you treating yourself with grace? Are you treating yourself like future you? Are you seeing who you want to be and actually becoming that? That's an amazing thing. That's an amazing thought. That's a place where I think we could really sit for a while. How are you treating yourself? That's the question to think of. I am going to be bringing back the positive play calls because I feel like you should write that one down. If you don't have the positive play call cards, you need to get them at DallasDailyShow.com. Download those. They're for free. You cut them up, you use one up, and you just write down a thought or a takeaway for you for the day. And I think if we just wrote this down, I am worthy, right? Or I have grace for myself, or I am becoming ... right? Treat yourself as though you already are the person you are capable of becoming. Hope and pray for you, my friend, that you grow in your winning game plan for life, that every day you gain your insights, the 4 eyes of the winning game plan, insights of learning and revelation, imagination of who you are and what's possible for you, right? Intention of how you're going to grow today and the impact of the positive way you're going to affect the world around you. Insight, imagination, intention, impact. May you win the game today. May you do well. May you soar. And may you become the person you are capable of being. And may you treat yourself that same way as well. All right, my friends, go out there. Have a championship day.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more tools, go to DallasDailyShow.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.